Since the beginning of this project, it may or may not surprise you to know that I have occasionally gotten requests. And one that has come up multiple times is Degas and his ballerinas. Oh, do the ballerinas! Everyone loves the ballerinas, especially little current ballerinas. Yes, little girls love Degas. Okay, let's just go ahead and ruin that, shall we? This is Marie von Goethem. So Edgar Degas is known as one of the great Impressionist painters, but he did do one sculpture. And as this sculpture is at the Art Institute of Chicago, I have seen it many times in person, but you've probably seen it replicated in gift shops and home decor departments all over the world. I give you Little Dancer of 14 Years. If you know anything about Degas' work, you know that he loved these ballerinas. But here's something you maybe didn't know about the 1870s and 1880s when he's making these pieces of art. Ballet was not cool. The golden age of romantic ballet was over, like long over. By the time Degas was obsessively painting preteen dancers, the French ballet wasn't even really considered an art form. It was just this kind of kitschy thing you did in the middle of an opera. Degas said he wanted to portray his, quote, little monkey girls under strain. He wanted you to see the cracking of their joints at the bar, their sweat, their work. Not out of respect for their work. No, it wasn't like that. Degas thought of women, even child women, as, well, animals. He thought of them as beasts of burden, especially racehorses. He liked to compare the little ballerinas to racehorses. Degas said once, "I have perhaps too often thought of woman as an animal. Women can never forgive me. They hate me. I show them without their coquetry in the state of animals cleaning themselves." Nice. Which brings me to Marie van Goethem. Marie was born in 1865. She was the daughter of a laundress and a tailor. She was accepted to the dance school at the Paris Opera in 1878 and made her stage debut shortly after. She was the middle sister of three: Antoinette, Marie, Charlotte. All of them worked at the Paris Opera. Now, the Paris Opera is legendary. But when Marie and her sisters were employed there, it was known as the brothel of France. In Degas' painting, you'll notice several grown-ass men in top hats, kind of hanging around the ballerinas. Making a wealthy man's acquaintance was considered beneficial to these young ballerinas. Indeed, the young girls at the Paris Opera, like Marie, were called petites rats, little rats, suggesting there was some monetary aid the girls received from their relationships with the wealthy stage door Johnnies. Maybe some help with their careers. Gross. And sometimes these young girls seeking help from wealthy Parisian men would not end up benefiting at all. They were known to end up in hospitals, begging on the streets, in mental asylums, even in jails. Marie got made into art. Between 1878 and 1881, Degas, who was in his mid-40s, painted her in Dancer with Fan, Dancing Lesson, Dancer Resting, and obviously, most famously, she is the model of Little Dancer of 14 Years. People love her expression. She's so defiant. If you didn't know what she was going through, you might even call her a brat. Actually, some critics found this sculpture and Marie just really ugly. One wrote, "This opera rat has something about her of the monkey, the shrimp, the runt." Okay, ouch. Despite its fame, this sculpture, it really didn't do well. And Degas didn't display it publicly after its debut. But what happened to Marie? I don't know. Her older sister Antoinette went to jail for stealing 700 francs from a patron of the opera. Her little sister Charlotte actually became a dancer of some notoriety. But Marie, all we know is that a year after the sculpture was exhibited, so when she was 15, she stopped showing up for her dance classes and got kicked out of the Paris Opera. Then I guess she was known to frequent Martyr's Tavern and Rat Mole. I'm sure you can guess neither tavern was great for a 15-year-old girl. And then, we don't know. She left no historical trace of her subsequent life or death. All we have of Marie is her looking defiant at the age of 14.